In life, there are many skills that we need to master in order to navigate the world. We go to school to learn how to read, write, and how to do math. These skills are essential for getting into college, securing our first jobs, and living as citizens in society. But there are some skills that aren't taught in school that can be just as important for achieving financial success and stability. These skills can be difficult to master, but their long-term benefits far outweigh any frustrations we might experience trying to learn them. Here are some skills that, once learned, will set you up for financial success forever and help you avoid falling into the trap of being broke. Number 1. They don't have a plan for achieving their financial goals. Picture yourself on a journey, but without a destination in mind. How do you know where to go? Or how to even get there? The same goes for your finances. Without clear financial goals, you're aimlessly wandering about, making decisions without a clear direction. Financial goals are the compass that guides you towards your financial future, whether it's to increase your income, pay off debt, or work less. Having a destination in mind will help you make the decisions that will lead you there. For example, imagine you want to become debt-free within the next 3 years. This goal can serve as a blueprint for a plan that can help you achieve it. Or, let's say you want to double your income next year. Having a clear goal allows you to brainstorm what actions you can take today to make that happen. Financial goals are the starting point for every decision you make with money. It's the finish line that you're working towards. Whether it's saving $10,000, buying a new car, or buying a new house, having a defined finish line gives you a sense of purpose, direction, and motivation. So if you don't want to be broke, start by setting clear financial goals and making a plan to achieve them. Number 2, they don't prepare for emergencies. When it comes to financial emergencies, many people are caught off guard. According to a report by Bankrate, 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings, and 34% of Americans have no savings at all. So, if an unexpected expense, such as a medical emergency or a home repair comes up, they are left scrambling to try to find a way to pay for it. It's like walking on a tightrope without a safety net. One misstep, and you're in for financial disaster. Imagine not being able to afford a trip to the emergency room, or not being able to fix your leaky roof. These are situations that can happen to anyone, and at any time. And not being prepared can have dire consequences. Don't let yourself be caught off guard. Be proactive, and start an emergency fund today. Even small contributions over time can add up to a significant amount. According to a study by NerdWallet, people who save just $20 a week for an emergency fund can accumulate over $1,000 in a year. It's a small step that can make a big difference in protecting yourself from financial emergencies. Number 3, they don't have a budget. Are you constantly feeling broke and never quite sure where all your money goes? Well, you're not alone. In fact, according to US Bank, only about 41% of Americans have a budget. Can you imagine driving a car without a gas gauge? Or how about a speedometer? It's kind of like that with your finances. Without tracking your income and expenses, it's nearly impossible to know how much money you're spending on various things. Budgeting can have a bad reputation, maybe because it feels restrictive, or the idea of putting all your income and expenses on a spreadsheet can seem daunting. But in reality, budgeting is a powerful tool that can help you take control of your finances. It's like having a map to guide you on your financial journey. Without it, you're wandering aimlessly, unsure of where you're going and how much gas is even in the tank. So, don't let the fear of budgeting hold you back from reaching your financial goals. It's time to take the driver's seat and steer your finances in the right direction. Number 4, they don't make conscious choices to avoid bad debt. When it comes to debt, not all is created equal. Imagine a spectrum. On one end, you have good debt. This is the kind that helps you make money, like taking out a mortgage on a rental property. On the other end, you have bad debt, the kind that can sink you. This is money borrowed for things that lose value over time, like a new car or a fancy vacation. Not only are you charged interest on bad debt, but the items themselves quickly lose value. It's like a double whammy. And it's easy to fall into the trap of buying things you can't afford just because you can finance it. For example, you might want a fancy new car, but it's out of your budget to pay with cash. So you finance it. But now you're stuck making payments and the car is losing value at the same time. It's like trying to run on a treadmill that's going backwards. It's said that the rich use debt to make more money, while the poor are stuck paying it. So before you take on debt, make sure it's the good kind that will help you in the long run. Number 5. They don't resist the urge of keeping up with the Jonases. We've all heard the phrase, keeping up with the Jonases. It's the idea of constantly comparing ourselves to our neighbors and feeling the pressure to have the same or even better things. It's a trap that many fall into, and it can be a financial disaster. Imagine a never-ending race where you're trying to outdo your neighbors, but the finish line just keeps moving further away. It's a never-ending cycle of buying things that you don't need to impress people that you don't even like. It's like trying to fill a bottomless pit with material possessions, never truly feeling satisfied. It's a trap that can be hard to resist, but it's important to remember that the Jonases are probably just as unhappy with their possessions as you are with yours. They're probably just as in debt and just as stressed about trying to keep up appearances. Instead of trying to keep up with the Jonases, focus on your own financial goals and what truly makes you happy. It's time to break the cycle and stop comparing yourself to others. Number 6. They don't have self-discipline. Self-discipline is a crucial ingredient for financial success, yet for many, it's a difficult trait to cultivate. According to a study by US News, self-discipline is the most important trait for achieving financial success, yet only 30% of Americans rate themselves as having a high level of self-discipline. Without self-discipline, it's easy to fall into the trap of impulse buying, overspending, and procrastinating on important financial decisions. Imagine a delicious cake sitting right in front of you, but you have a diet plan to follow. Well, without self-discipline, it's easy to give in to the temptation and indulge. The same goes for your finances. Without self-discipline, it's easy to give in to the temptation of overspending and not sticking to a budget. But self-discipline is not an inborn trait. It's a skill that can be developed. It's like working out. The more you do it, the stronger you become. And number 7, they don't save enough money. Saving money is a fundamental aspect of financial stability. However, many people find it challenging to set aside money for savings. Without enough savings, it becomes easy to fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck and being unable to afford unexpected expenses. To start saving, begin small. Set a goal to save a specific amount of money each month and try and make it a habit. Automating your savings is a great way to make sure you stick to your goal. Set it up so that a certain amount of money is transferred from your checking account to your savings account on a regular basis. Additionally, setting a goal and rewarding yourself when you reach it can be great motivation to keep saving. Saving money should not be viewed as a form of deprivation. It is about committing to your future self and having peace of mind in the face of financial uncertainty. Alright folks, we've reached the end of the video on why most people are broke, and it's clear that poor financial decisions are the root of the problems. Don't be like the majority. Take control of your finances today. Be smart and responsible with your money. Financial success is within your grasp if you are willing to work for it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.